In tonight's league race, we go for a spin, overtake a driver out on track, two drivers come together, another driver goes for a spin, and we crash into the back of Alex whilst clapping our hands. Right, before we get into all of that though, let's run through where we qualify. First lap on the board, putting ourselves in P4 120.2, but we were able to improve on that by 0.3 of a second, putting us once again up to P3, but it's very competitive at the front. Now on our final lap, going through the left-right, we are currently gaining on our previous lap. This would be enough so far to put us in P2, but we take too much speed through the right-hander, lose the back end, and go into the wall.
Oh, not a good day for Ferrari.
Yeah, not a good day for us at all, but we have still qualified in P5, so we are happy with that nonetheless. Now, let's get into the race. 5 lights are on. We are underway on the medium, on the hard tires, sorry, compared to some of the drivers around us. We've got Dan on the mediums, Dirt behind us on the hard, on the softs. It's a really good start for us. Moving into P4, hard on the brakes, down into the first corner. Having a little look around the outside. Bit of contact there between Razin and Dan. We thought maybe we could overtake either of them, but we couldn't quite do that. Dirk on the outside. Give him a squeeze on the inside of the corner. Little bit of contact between the two of us, but we both got away with that. He isn't able to get the launch on us with the soft tires, so we go on the brakes in towards turn 4 now, taking the inside. Dan getting forced out wide there by Razin as the two drivers going side by side. Open the door for myself, and a really tidy move around the outside on Razin. We now got Marcus and Razin fighting for the lead of the race. There's contact between the two of them. Marcus has been caught out, and that has moved us up into second position, which is perfect for us. This is the place you want to be around Monza, because you can just settle behind the driver in front, save your ERS, and then overtake them late in the race. But we really catch up on Razin there through the Ascari chicane. He actually moves over to the inside line to brake check and take the DRS. Play a little bit of DRS chicken here on lap 5 of the race. He already wants to get behind me, but the thing is, I'm just going to let him back through. There's no need to defend against this. I'm not too worried. I'll use a little bit of ERS just to make sure I don't get overtaken by Marcus. But Razin goes to the right-hand side. Marcus kind of gets blocked off there. Nowhere to go. Backs out of it. And we hold on to P2, which for us is perfect. This is where we want to be. We're going to use ERS. We're going to save ERS, sorry. Use the DRS and stay behind Razin as the Halamailop is crashed out of today's race. And that is going to bring out the safety car. So our engineer has told us, box, 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 into the pits we come. We're going to go onto a set of medium tires and try and take these to the end. We are getting a free pit stop right now compared to likes of Razin, compared to Marcus. Dan into the pits as well. TJD, Dan Leffer stays out. So does Safso. So those guys deciding not to pit. So in reality, we've only lost a couple of places. We're down into P5. Dan has a 3-second time penalty. The race is about to get underway. And if we can move past these drivers on old hard tires compared to our fresh mediums and then just take it easy from there, we're going to be in a really good position in this race. The race has got back underway as we head down into the first corner. Zafso going very defensive. We managed to brake later than him round the outside of turn 1, inside of turn 2, as Dan is forced off the inside of the corner. Zafso on the right-hand side, but the traction of these brand new medium tires is beautiful. Now we're going to go on the overtake on Dan on the left hand side through Curva Grande, then into the second chicane. Turns 4 and 5. We can't brake as late as Dan. We have a little look on the inside before better of it. No need to stick our front wing in there. We can afford to be patient. We have some really good tires on us as Razin has spun, and that was very close to being out of the race. Razin not ghosting at all through there. He drops out. Marcus now into the lead of the race. We get past Dan with DRS and ERS. An easy overtake at the end of the day. And now we need to get into the DRS of Marcus and just take it chill, which we do. And then, you know, we've decided we are quicker than Marcus at this stage. There's no need to settle behind him. We're only going to lose time, allow TJD to catch up to us. So we have gone ahead. Marcus is now into the pits. It's lap 17. And the safety car has been deployed once again, and we've been told by the engineer, box, 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 we're coming into the pits for soft tires. He has predicted that if we could make those mediums last from lap 7, we can certainly make the softs last from lap 18. Remember, we're going to have 2 laps under safety car still, so it's only necessarily going to be 8 laps on the soft tires, which they should be in a dangerous territory at the end. But look at this. Alex Bud, Dirk Chocolate, P2 and P3. Another rival of ours, Ox, is currently in P1 as Alex gets a terrible restart. We thought about maybe going to the inside, but I just did not trust these two. So I backed off. I kept it nice and tight between these two. Broke early, but Alex broke even earlier than that. And if you look now to the right-hand side of your screens, I've got a damaged front wing. Alex cuts across the corner and then just completely drops it on his own. We're up into P2. A bit of a racing incident, that one. Alex is the driver in front. He's allowed to brake when he wants to, but he did brake about 75 meters before where you normally brake into that corner. So I was just caught unaware. But at the end of the day, I got front wing damage. So I kind of got a penalty from that. He would have had the 3-second time penalty taken away as Ox comes into the pits. We restart the next safety car. And with that front wing damage, look at the restart we get. 1.5 seconds now over markers here on lap 24 out of 27. The heart rate is beating right now through the roof at the moment as we go through the right-hander of Lesmo 2. 3 laps left to go to try and defend this position over the rest of the drivers, and now into the last corner. Despite the front wing damage and the crashing qualifying, we are going to come around the final corner to take victory once again in our league race.
Yeah, boy! Back on top, baby! Back on top! Yes!
Let's go!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go, boy! Let's go! Oh, yes!